The one good thing about Fairy Tail is Nakama. What is Nakama? It's the power of friendship. Alright, that's pretty stupid, right? But Fairy Tail was never meant to be a deeply intellectual anime with awe-inspiring fights based upon high-quality animation. The fight scenes are mediocre out of context, and the fan service is terribly annoying. However, Fairy Tail delivered something intangible. If we take the fight between Natsu and Gajeel versus Loxus, we see that it wasn't about the overcoming of strength by Natsu that won the fight. It was Gajeel's willingness to sacrifice himself for his new friend. He took the last attack from Loxus in order to give Natsu the time to use his ultimate move. Natsu ended up defeating Loxus, and the leader of the guild, Makarov, banished his own grandson from what they see as the family. Loxus betrayed his own blood, but not in the way you think. You see, the Fairy Tail guild was his family, not just Makarov. Natsu and the rest of the gang make this adamantly clear. It doesn't matter how strong you are. It doesn't matter how popular you are. It doesn't even matter if you were once their enemy. If you abide by Fairy Tail's code of ethics, then you are treated as their family. What's even greater than that bond between family is the depth to it. Loxus ends up fighting his own father, aka Makarov's son, in the Grand Magic Games, after he rejoins Fairy Tail by saving them in another fight previous to this arc. While the father attempts to coax Loxus into joining his dark guild, Loxus says this line:
"Anyone who threatens them gets no mercy from me!"
Then he obliterates all of the entire guild in less than a minute. His redemption arc is one of the many great character developments in Fairy Tail. It all goes back to the same thing, Nakama. The power of friendship is lame, sure, but it gives the audience a feeling of acceptance and joy and entertainment. Popular anime YouTuber Nux Taku unironically loves Fairy Tail, even though he knows it isn't one of the objectively great anime out there. I have to agree with him that the main idea of Fairy Tail is that you, the viewer, are a member of the Fairy Tail guild. You finally get the satisfaction of being part of something bigger than yourself. You get to have family. Look, there are tons of great moments in Fairy Tail, and there are a lot of terrible arcs too. When Jalal fought the Erza Scarlet by himself, now that was sick. When Erza had all 5 senses erased except for her pain sensitivity, and every single pain receptor in her body was supernaturally exacerbated to experience the pain of 1,000,000 burning suns, she somehow still whooped up on that demon. I have to say, one of the most unfathomable occurrences happened when Erza had every single bone in her body broken except for her right arm. Then her own mother, who turned into a dragon to kill her and all of her guild members, she sends an earth-shattering meteor. And what does Erza do? Oh, she just gathers all the strength left in her body, flings herself into the sky, and somehow obliterates the meteor with one hand. She saved herself and her family. In any other anime, I would have turned off the TV and never watched that show again. But this is Fairy Tail. I love all of the guild members, and I know that every fight is decided by the power that comes from their hearts. But screw logic, screw the power scaling, and screw the need for explanation. The one good thing about Fairy Tail is that their familial bonds and love for one another conquers all.